Hello everyone and welcome back to Real Living, and welcome if you're new. My name's Ashley, and today's video, it's kind of a long video, but we have a huge surprise going on for both of my kids. New beds, new decluttering and organizing of their rooms. Got a lot going on. So come along with me and let's get motivated. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me feel your love. Okay, so we have a huge surprise for the kids. We got them new beds that are basically loft beds with a desk underneath. So we are going to start out tonight by getting everything in Cheyenne's room out of here, because we've got some touch-up paint. We've got to touch up. We're going to be taking down all of the hangers, so we're going to have to touch all of that up. So we're just basically going to start off by getting everything out of here tonight. Do a little bit of the paint touch-up so that it has all night to dry. And then we will get in here tomorrow and start putting the bed up and putting everything back in order in her room. And then we'll do Tristan's room the next day. So I'll give you a quick before. I had just dropped both the kids off with Joe's mom, and they were going to be staying there for the weekend. So we figured we had the perfect opportunity to go into their rooms and totally transform them. We wanted to declutter, and we wanted to organize, as well as put up some new beds that we had gotten for them. They had asked for these beds, and we surprised them with them. We wanted to try to give them some extra space to walk around and play in their rooms. And honestly, this is a very good space-saving bed, so you'll see in a little bit what I mean. But here, I'm just starting by getting everything out of Cheyenne's room. We initially planned on painting her room that night, but we didn't anticipate how messy she was. So it took a little bit longer to get her stuff cleared out and ready. So we ended up doing all the painting and everything the next day. Cause I've been running round in circles screaming out your name. Take me to a different place. Just the two of us, and we can stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night. Everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be the someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand. Alright, so this is it so far. It's really echoing in here, but it's almost 11 o'clock. We're going to call it a night. We got everything out. But we're going to paint tomorrow morning. We've got some patchwork to do here where she's peeled the paint off the wall when she was bored. And then things like these, we need to go ahead and get those patched up, and then we'll paint everything. And then we will go ahead and start getting everything back in tomorrow. Fish tank will stay for tonight, but it'll get moved tomorrow. But this is so far. Alright, so far this morning, we've gotten all of the shelves down. We've got everything sanded, all the spots that are going to need to be touched up, where the camera was, all of that. So Joe is going to put some spackle on it, and then we'll sand that down once it dries and put a coat of paint. Probably put a coat of paint on the whole wall,
But before we do all that, I am going to need to get in here and clean the floors as well as the baseboards. I don't know if you guys can see how bad they are. Yeah, everything needs to be cleaned up, baseboards and the floors. So that's the next step before we start actually bringing stuff back in. While Joe was in Cheyenne's room getting the spackle on the walls and getting everything prepped and ready to sand it, clean it, and then paint it, I wanted to go ahead and get her toys gone through and also kind of reorganize her dresser. So what I ended up doing was just dumping everything onto the floor and going through it. I made a pile on the couch of things that I felt like she never played with or things that could be donated. And then I left it there until she got home so that I could show her what my suggestions were and we could kind of go through them together to see if she would agree and we could donate it, or if she had a valid reason why she wanted to keep some toys. So it's kind of a process when it comes to the toys, because I do try to go through them by myself because it is a lot quicker. But I won't get rid of anything until I have the kids' final approval, because at the end of the day, it is their stuff. I might have bought it for them, but it is their stuff. So I don't want to get rid of anything without their permission. So I would just take the pile and leave it there and let them go through it when they got home.
How you make me feel, I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Without you by my side, let me feel your love again. Just the two of us and we could stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. Be with you. Be with you. Be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with, I wanna be
This is the behind the scenes of where everything is. The dresser is over here. Her little fishies are right there, all safe and sound. The dresser's out. Joe's in there sanding up the walls, getting those ready, and then I'm going to clean it before we paint it. But I wanted to show you guys behind the scenes of the chaos, where everything had to go, all in Tristan's room. And there's no point in cleaning the living room yet, because we're going to have to do the same thing with Tristan's room when we get in here. Everything will probably come out here. So, yep, the chaos that's behind projects like this. Alright, so now I need to get everything cleaned. It's all sanded. And now look at the floors. They're awful. So we're going to dust everything, get all the debris, get the floors, and then get the baseboards. And also the fan. One of the main reasons why we ended up spending so much time in Cheyenne's room was simply because of the painting and things like that. Tristan's room isn't ready for that yet. So we needed to, when we went to come in here and get everything done, there was a spot next to her bed where she got bored, so she peeled the paint off the walls and things like that. I mean, they're kids. They're going to do stuff like that, and it's just up to us to kind of go back in and fix it. She promises that she's never going to do it again, but, you know, fingers crossed that she's being honest and she's not going to do it again, because this is a lot of work. But that was the main reason why we spent so much time in her room, is because there was just so much more to do in her room because of the painting and a couple of the spots that needed to get some some putty or whatever it was put on it and smoothed out and stuff like that before we painted. So that was the main reason why we spent so much time in her room.
Forgot that feeling, the sun in my face, it's so well needed. Life will take care of the rest. Biking alone in the sunset, through the canal, so the mindset I needed. Yeah, I needed.
I wanted to take a second before we pull everything back in and start redoing her room. I wanted to show you where her room started. So when we first bought this house, both of my kids were staying in the same room, and it was so crowded in there, and we only had a 3-bedroom house at the time. So we ended up having to save up a bunch of money and build her own room. So her room ended up going into what used to be our den or living room area. So this is all of the work that we've put into this bedroom so that she could have her own little safe space.
Oh, let's freeze time, gather around, watch the sun go down. Oh, in summertime, soaking up the sun, cruising around in this crazy town. Oh, just you and I, just you and I.
Full disclosure for you guys, I did not pick the pink color. Cheyenne did. We gave her full control over the color of her bedroom. So the pink is all her so that she can show her own little personality in her room. So I try to give them freedom of decision when it comes to stuff like that because it is their room, not mine. So, yeah, that's where the pink idea did come from. Part is done. Gotta let the walls finish drying. Everything is cleaned. All the walls and everything, all the spots are all touched up, looking nice and even. Baseboards are nice and clean. Now we're gonna try to get the bed put together tonight before bed, so that's the next step. This bed, for the first one, we got 2 of the exact same beds. And this first one here took a little bit longer because obviously you've got to read the instructions and you've got to figure out the pieces and stuff like that. Tristan's bed ended up going a lot smoother. But I really like the way that this bed turned out in her room. Her room is very small because we didn't have a whole lot of room to work with to begin with. So as you've seen in the renovation, we took our living room and basically cut it into thirds and gave her 2/3 of it. And there's really not a whole lot of foot room for her to walk around or play or do her favorite thing, which is spin around. So these beds actually turned out to be perfect to give her a lot more leg room and walking room and just moving around and some extra freedom in her bedroom. I got these beds on Amazon. We had been doing a ton of research on what kind of beds to get, looking through the descriptions and reviews and comments and all kinds of stuff just to try to find a budget-friendly bed. Because I always have to get 2 of everything when I get something because I never want one of them to feel left out. So we ended up finding these beds, and the reviews were really, really really good on Amazon. So we decided to go ahead and try it out, and they worked out perfect. Just for my own security and my own sanity, Joe will probably be trying to find a way to secure them to the wall just to make me feel better. But other than that, I think they are perfect. The kids absolutely love them. I actually did get their reactions to the bedrooms. Those are going to be a little bit later on in the video. But I'm really, really happy with the way that these beds turned out. And for a budget project, these are definitely budget-friendly beds. Took longer than we expected. Well, kind of because of the paint, but got the shelves back up. Got the bed done. It's about 11:30 at night, so we're about to go to bed and we will finish everything else up tomorrow. Bring it all in. Get this room to stop echoing. Now we get to the part where we're moving everything back in. We did move the closet area over to the other side. Those closet hangers that we have to organize, they are awesome. I'm going to link everything in the description. But if you're looking for a space-saving option for any kind of closet or, small little coat closet in the front or anything like that, these things are awesome. We like them so much that we're actually probably going to be getting them for Tristan's room when we redo his. So they're definitely a space-saving game changer when it comes to closet space. But when we got back in here to start putting everything back in, we were kind of flopping back and forth, trying to figure out if we were going to keep things the same or if we were going to change it around. I brought most of the stuff in while Joe started to get the fish tank back in order so that we could get her fish back in. And then it was just all the little stuff, the toys, the knickknacks, the dolls, the clothes, things like that. So it felt like it was quicker getting everything back in because I did kind of have an idea of what I wanted to do than it was to actually get the room done. We spent so much more time in this room than we expected to. We wanted to do it right, and we didn't want to, do anything halfway. So when we tore everything out of this room, we knew we had to just do it right and fix the walls and get everything perfect. So it definitely took a lot longer than we were expecting it to, but the end result was totally worth it.
Just you. Think we lost all, but who will take the fall? Who will win it all? You know the cost, still you go through walls. Keep on acting small. Even if you got something left to lose, even if there is something left for you to prove, I got bad taste of hanging around you. I'm so sorry about the bitter end. I'm so sorry if I misbehave. In the middle we got tangled up, but in the aftermath of us, I don't regret that much. I don't regret that. Sunny side up, try to keep it cool, bending all the rules, bending all the rules. It gets colder, but I hate being cool. I can't be cruel to you. Even if you got something left to lose, even if there is something left for you to prove, I got bad taste of hanging around you. I'm so sorry about the bitter end. I'm so sorry if I misbehave. In the middle we got tangled up, was at the wrong place at the right time. 'Cause suddenly there you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing into the night sky when you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy,
so next up is going to be Tristan's room. Thankfully, we don't have near as much to do in here as we did in Cheyenne's room. We'll probably clean the fish tank off camera just for sake of video time. But we're going to be getting rid of the desk and the bed. Probably move that over to the other side. And then put the exact same bed in here in the same spot, more or less. We'll see as we put it up, but here's a quick before. Now, one of the main things that I really wanted to let you guys know is Tristan's room will not be staying like this. We got everything cleaned up and got his bed in there, and we reorganized and decluttered, and we did everything the same as Cheyenne's room, but we didn't paint or do anything like that because we have huge plans for this room. We have been wanting to renovate it and change the walls because he doesn't like the panels on the walls, and I don't blame him. I've never really cared for those walls either. But yeah, there's really big plans coming in. We're wanting to take the panels off, possibly put up some drywall, just repaint his room. We're going to tear his closets down and redo his closet similar to Cheyenne's room just to try to give him some more space. So, yeah, it doesn't look like much now, and it looks like we didn't do a whole lot compared to her room, but that is because he has a lot that is going to be coming, hopefully by the beginning of the year. We're planning on a big makeover for around the holidays for them because they're wanting to change the theme to their room. Cheyenne wants a galaxy theme, and Tristan wants a gaming theme in their rooms. So we're thinking that if we do the big makeovers and the themes that they're wanting, that's when we're planning on getting Tristan's room 100% as good looking as Cheyenne's room. So yes, there was a lot less going on in this room than in her room, but that's only temporary. Pretty soon, hopefully in the next few months, we'll be getting this room looking just as good as her room.
We went to a small bar with neon lights, talked about everything that was on our minds. Talking to you gave me butterflies. Then you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, love shy. I will let my guard down. I wanna laugh out loud, talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder. I wanna laugh out loud, talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder, love a little louder.
His bed definitely went up so much faster compared to Cheyenne's bed. It was a little bit more, we knew what we were getting into type of situation when it came to his bed, because all the parts were the same. All the instructions were exactly the same. So I had an idea of what we were doing. So it made the process a lot faster. There is a point where I had to leave to go to the store, and Joe had to finish the rest of the room and get the desk out of there and get all the stuff on his desk moved to the other desk and stuff like that. My camera ended up cutting out on him. I'm not sure if it was too full of footage or if it died. I'm not 100% sure what exactly happened, but it did stop recording, and I had to go back in there the next day to finish up what he was getting done, and also I wanted to go through his toys as well and then get his floor done. So you didn't get as much satisfying footage in Tristan's room, but like I said a little bit ago, that is definitely temporary. We have so many big plans for this bedroom. It's going to look incredible.
Love a little louder, love a little louder, love a little louder, love a little louder. How did we end up here in the corner, looking like enemies? We used to be the team people talk about, what a chemistry. I can see it in your eyes. You don't wanna talk anymore. I wanna get so numb, while we enemies. No, you don't mind the way I stutter my words. You know exactly what it means and how it hurts. Oh, I can't believe you're here. Can't get any worse. No, no. I just wanna get out of here. I find it so hard to breathe, 'cause when you get too close, I lose my way and I freeze. I wish you knew what power you have over me, but now it's so hard to breathe. Just get me out of here. Just get me out of here. Just get me out of. How can you be so calm around me when I act desperately? You used to be the one getting crazy when I'd be hard to reach. I can see it in your eyes. You don't wanna talk anymore. I wanna get so numb, while we enemies. No, you don't mind the way I stutter my words. You know exactly what it means and how it hurts. Oh, I can't believe you're here. Can't get any worse. No, no. I just wanna get out of here. I find it so hard to breathe, 'cause when you get too close, I lose my way and I freeze. I wish you knew what power you have over me, but now it's so hard to breathe. Just get me out of here. Just get me out of here. I just wanna get out of here. I find it so hard to breathe. you do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, what you do, doing what you do. Do what you like, do what you like to do, do what you like, do what you like, do what you like to do. Try to express yourself in your own way, and we could have some fun. No problems coming in our way. I would like you just the way you are, and you would like me just the way I am, and I would like you just the way you are, the way you are. Oh. Keep on doing what you do, doing what you do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, what you do, doing what you do.
What the? You got me my bed? The bed I wanted! Thank you! You got me my bed! Ah! What? No way! What do you think? What do you think? No way! Let me put my stuff down. And you go right there. I'm gonna go up.
Are ya?
Yeah.
The chaos of their bedrooms was finally over, and I was actually able to get into my living room and get it back in order. So they did end up going through the stuffed animals and the toys and letting me know what they were okay with getting rid of or putting away. So I was able to get into the living room and get it back to normal. It gets chaotic when you do projects like this, and you can't always keep up on it because you're in the room that you're doing the project in, and then the other room that's holding all the stuff just kind of, it turns into a disaster. So I was happy to finally get not only their rooms done and also how happy they were about their rooms, but I was finally able to get my living room back to my living room and not my catch-all area.
Do what you like, do what you like to do, what you like, do what you like to, what you like to do. We shouldn't care about anyone or anything that brings us down. We shouldn't care about anyone who brings us down. Doing what you do, doing what you do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, what you do, doing what you do. Do what you like, do what you like to do, do what you like, do what you like to, what you like to do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, what you do, doing what you do. Do what you like, do what you like to do, do what you like, do what you like to, what you like to do.
So we don't necessarily like getting rid of stuffed animals because the kids are super attached to them. I know I was really attached to all of my stuffed animals when I was a kid. So instead of trying to convince them to go through their stuffed animals to donate them, I decided to have them go through their stuffed animals to see which ones we could just put away. So once we did that, I put all of the stuffed animals and the old pillows and some old backpacks and stuff like that in these vacuum seal bags. This is my first time having these bags, and I've always heard great things about them, the storage space that they can help you with and all of that. So I was glad I could finally get some and use them for myself, and they definitely work the way that they say they do. So it saved a lot of space, and I was able to keep all of the stuffed animals without having to put them in a big garbage bag like I used to have to do to put them in storage. I was able to keep them safer and more protected this way.
Though it hurts, I can't see it in your eyes, babe, but I know you have a lot to give. I know that it's getting cold, the waves are crashing in. When the streams are getting strong, just hold on to me, yeah. I'm your lighthouse, I'm the sun against your dark clouds. I will always be your guiding light. I'm your lighthouse, I'm the sun against your dark clouds. I will always be your guiding light. I know you're strong, need to get yourself together. Things still get better if you just believe it. Yeah, it's getting cold, the waves are crashing in. When the streams are getting strong, just hold on to me, yeah. I'm your lighthouse, I'm the sun against your dark clouds. I will always be your guiding light. I'm your lighthouse, I'm the sun against your dark clouds. I will always be your guiding light. Oh, 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 I'll be your guiding light. Oh, 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 I'll be your guiding light. Oh, 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 I'll be your guiding light. Oh, 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 oh. I know that it's getting cold, the waves are crashing in. When the streams are getting strong, just hold on to me. I'm your lighthouse, I'm the sun against your dark clouds. I will always be your guiding light. I'm your lighthouse, I'm the sun against your dark clouds. I will always be your guiding light. I'm your lighthouse, I'm the sun against your dark clouds. I will always be your guiding light. I'm your lighthouse, I'm the sun against your dark clouds. I will always be your guiding light. Let me feel your love again, 'cause I've been running round in circles screaming out your name. Take me to a different place, just the two of us, and we can stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you, oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you, oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you, oh, I wanna be with you, be with you. I didn't think I'd make it without you by my side. Let me feel your love again. Just the two of us and we could stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do.
Really hope you enjoyed today's video. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. I am very sorry that this week I didn't have a recipe for you guys. It was just a very, very busy and chaotic week when it comes to dealing with projects like this. So I'll definitely have a recipe for you guys next week, and in hopefully a few months or so, like I was saying before, we're going to have a huge makeover video for Tristan's room. So hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you never miss a video. And until next week, I thank you all for watching, and I will see you then.